Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Welcome back to Astrology Today. I am your host, Mel Rose, and today is Monday, April 21, 2025. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for checking in on your regular current astrology. I hope you're all doing well, or doing well at least as you can in these uncertain times. I can say I am doing as well as I can in these uncertain times. The sun is in Taurus, of that much I am certain, and the moon is in Aquarius. These are earth and air vibes, friends, and they're a combination of passive and active influences that stir things up and change the landscape. The Taurus sun lends us a steady pace as we stick to the track that provides the best sense of personal security. And the sun does relate to our outward-facing lives, our work, social, and civic lives, but that part of our life is meant to support us in a certain level of personal autonomy and comfort. The waning Aquarius moon is entering its crescent phase, and as we seek out our allies and plan collective action, the focus seems to be on what or whom we have to get rid of. Now remember that these energies are being played out regardless of your ideology, regardless of how you idealize the way things should be in the world. We all see things about the world and the people in it that we think we could all do without. And though I could do without a lot of what I see in the world these days, I am reminded that the balance means seeing what is not ideal and then striving toward the optimal experience. Together, among friends and allies, our striving and our optimism are powerful forces for the good we wish to see in the world. Sometimes eliminating what doesn't work for us means fighting against it, sure. And sometimes it means disregarding what doesn't work and instead fighting for an option that does. Now, Venus and Saturn and the North Node are all conjunct at 26 degrees of Pisces today. Conjunction brings intensity because it says that these energies are combined and under pressure. Energies of hunger, desire, destiny, and limitation, all together in the all-encompassing waters of Pisces. So I predict some frustration, some confusion, and a lot of desire to escape or at least relax. Now, Venus is the personal planet here, and it has to do with what you need and desire. And Pisces, there is an abundance of the kind of attention and connection and affection that Venus naturally seeks. However, there is a price, and that price is commitment. We cannot keep entertaining all options when the one option we asked for lands in our laps. We have to give ourselves to that option and say, okay, this is it. This is what I want, and I will work to maintain it. Additionally, today, and for the next few days, the sun is at the apex of a T-square with Mars opposite Pluto. So there's Mars opposite Pluto, and here's the sun squaring off with both of those planets over the coming days. So these aspects all perfect at different times, but the power of this T-square is coming into full swing this week. Mars opposite Pluto will perfect for the third time and final time, thank goodness, this Saturday, all due to the recent Mars retrograde. We had one in November, a Mars opposite Pluto in November around the time of the US elections. And we had one of these in January around the time of the inauguration. And now we'll have one here in the end of April. And it's about power, domination, struggles for power, and changes that show the stark contrast between the sides and a desire for transformation on a collective level, on a worldwide level, really. Now, the sun squaring off with these two planets for the next 2 days, 2 or 3 days, is setting us up to take some action. And there's an obstacle or barrier to overcome in our work, social, and civic lives. That's where the sun comes in. And we are gearing our efforts in our work, social, and civic lives toward making the progress we need to see when it comes to power and how it acts in this country. And Pluto, being relatively new to Aquarius at this point and being activated twice this week, points to transformative change being in the air, especially our fixed ideas and ways of thinking can either be confirmed by revelation, by something being revealed, or they can be exposed as being an error and therefore useless to us. So expect some eye-opening experiences, expect some things to be revealed. Pluto's influence is constant and steady and usually subtle, but if you have resisted the small changes you've been asked to come along and make, the king of the underworld here can use mysterious and not so mysterious means to pick you up out of your comfort zone and place you in the progressed place you have been expected to be found. Okay, so that's your heads up for today and this week, friends. Resist the call to action at your own risk. Thank you so much for joining me. You can find me here at 7 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to do an astrological preview of the next couple of days, just like this. And also Sundays live at 10 a.m. to do a preview for the week and a live tarot card reading. Please join me for that if you can. And thank you so much again for being here. I'll catch you all in the next video.